Designed for a 2-inch piece of wood.
Hello and welcome to Sprig Views. I just did a shorts video on this, and as promised I'm going to show users of you that don't know what this is for, what it's for and how to use it. This cost $25–30 from Home Depot, and it's been an asset to my business for what I do. I build a lot of decks in the summer, which is what I predominantly use this for. It does have other uses, but this is the only thing I tend to really use it for. So sometimes when you're building decks and you're installing deck boards, and you buy your deck boards in maybe 16-foot lengths, or you're buying composite deck boards in 20-foot lengths, it's very hard to get every single board, buy it perfectly straight. It's almost impossible. You can look through them and pick out the best ones, but sometimes you just have to take what's there. This is where this tool is an asset, because the way that it works, it doesn't damage the frame, and it doesn't damage the board, especially with composite and PVC, because that stuff is very expensive and you don't want to damage it. And I've purposely put a space in it, and just to demonstrate how it works. When I build my decks with composite, I always put my boards tight together when the wood is fresh, because the wood will always shrink and leave a gap. If you leave a gap before you install the board, it will shrink and then you'll have a huge gap. With composite, this is also good because demonstration piece here, I don't have long enough boards to use the tool on it, but it's the same principle. So on composite deck boards, you have this little groove here on each one. Some are samples. So I'm gonna put this down for a second. So sometimes with the Trex decking, you have a clip like this, and then the other board goes into the clip like that, as you can see. Sometimes when you have a long board, or you have different types of clips, which are metal clips, it's hard to get them to pull in just by using your hand. So this is where this method comes in handy, which I'm going to show you right now.
First of all, you want to place this piece here. This is designed for a 2-inch piece of wood. Most boards you get are 2x8s or 2x10s or 2x12s. So that's what this is designed for. So you place this about approximately 4 or 5 inches away, and then you have this running here flat. So then when you lever it, sometimes a little closer helps, so then when you lever it, it creates a wedge and it pulls your board into place, and then you can put your screw into place. This makes for a very fast installment of a deck, especially if you have 2 people, because you can have one person putting the boards on with this, and you can have somebody else using the quick drag, which is another tool I have. I haven't done a review on it yet, but there is a shorts video of that tool. So this can work with any material, i.e. composite, PVC, cedar, and it doesn't damage your wood, and it gives you a nice tight joint here, which will shrink with a small gap, which you will need. But you can also, if you want to put a spacer in it, you can put a spacer in it and then just use this to bring it up to your spacer. It's so simple, yet so effective. It was actually a good friend of mine, D-Rock, that told me about this, and we usually argue what's better, DeWalt or Milwaukee, but we both agree that this tool is definitely the best tool for this job. The other method I've seen, I don't have a crowbar with me because it's on the site right now, but some people will put a crowbar and they will hammer into the wood, which will damage the wood, and then they'll use the crowbar to lever it closed. It does work and it is quick, but you're putting damage in your wood, which will encourage moisture to sit in there, and it will encourage your deck to rot. Usually when I build a deck, I actually use a membrane on top of my wood. Just for this video I haven't done, so you can see it there.
Now you know what it's for. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next video.